Hello and welcome to Workhorse Wrestling Network. You are gathered with us tonight for Friday Night Fights. Yeah. 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 Say no. Glad to have you with us here tonight. Starting off with Smakdown and going into Rampage after. Hopefully, we're in for a good show. Sorry to hear about Seth Rollins. What's up, ALW? Let's get it. Recap of last week.
Hello, hello.
Howdy.
How are you, my darling?
Oh, I am quite all right. How are you?
I'm good. You know, not eventful day, but eventful enough. As I try to find Smackdown. I'm like, nope, don't do this. Don't do this. Stop. Box. 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 There we are. Yes, box.
Ooh.
What I just said.
Okay, Solo. Okay, Solo.
Wait, don't say nothing. Wait, hold on, wait a minute. We don't know. Because it always felt like it's closing in, but it never really does. What is this? Three SmackDowns in a row? Roman's been on SmackDown?
Royal Rumble's coming up.
But still, I don't even think SummerSlam was on here this month. Wait, he wasn't here last. He wasn't here last week, but it's been a lot. What does that? What does that? Oh gosh, what does that mean? You'll fix what, Solo? I hear him. Here you go. What's that, Debo Joe? Oh, what are you eating? Because he wants a piece.
Fish.
I'm getting some later. I'm getting some later. racist, but it's fish. Kitty loves Kitty loves fish.
There's my dinner. Your dinner's in your bowl.
Like, but it's not crispy golden with Old Bay seasoning. Ooh, okay. We started this off. I'm always scared when LA Knight does this. It's like, please don't fall. But you have Timberland boots on, going outside the ring, and I will not. I'll be concerned for like a split second, and I'm gonna laugh my behind off for a whole minute. Ugh. We still don't know what LA
What's on the
Knight.
back of LA Knight's jacket?
Let me see. Oh, they look like either Mandarin or Japanese. I will not try to say it. Probably some cool Street Fighter
See,
stuff,
I thought it was like Arabic.
or that. Honestly, I do not know. If I had to guess, well, you probably know more than me. They don't look Japanese or Mandarin to you.
No.
Okay, this is weird. Randy Orton say chicken heads for the babies. You the villain. You see see it's weird. Where are they at? Cause this boy wearing shorts. I'm in Florida. It's still cold. I know you live that, but still.
We had 2 days where it wasn't too bad here, and now it's cold again.
I'm going to make a decision. I'm not going to buy a jacket because next week is going to hit 80 degrees. So it's like, even if it goes back down, there's no. I'll write it out. There's no reason to buy a jacket.
Like, we had 2 days of jacket weather, and now it's back to coat weather.
And I might just be smart about it because my sister had this idea, and it makes sense. Because once springtime comes and all the winter stuff is on sale, I might as well just bite the bullet and just get what I need for next winter. I get an actual jacket that zips up, actual booties. So I won't have this problem next year.
I like jackets.
Like, so I think
You're not allowed on the table.
like, so what? The last official, what you call it, cold day is Sunday. So I'm going to try to find my boots. I'm going to I'm staying on camera so I can be motivated, and I'm going to try to find a nice outfit. Go out with a bang, fully put together.
So for me, last cold day is Saturday.
Mm.
Uh, I mean Sunday we don't get above freezing, but we stay 25 and above. So Not single digits like it is now.
But that's still
Like
okay.
jacket weather.
That's still cold weather. You said 25 degrees.
That's jacket weather. It's not coat weather.
It's 20. My boss, who's Canadian, she's like, why is the heater on? I'm like, because it's 50 degrees. It's cold. Take that up north, ma'am.
It was like -10 degrees last week. Ugh.
I can't. I can't and I will not. Unless unless serious and mitigating circumstances cause me to.
I mean, once it hits below 20, like that's when it hits me up. Oh, I don't want to be outside. But 25, I can handle 25 if I got a jacket on. I don't even need a coat. I just need a jacket.
Like, would it be nice to do Christmas in the snow just once? Maybe, but I've never been in that weather for it to be snowing. So I don't know if it's worth it or not.
It was snowing last night. Uh, I saw somebody talking about a funny tweet. Bill Nye, the science guy,
Oh yeah.
he took a screenshot of the weather in Nebraska and the weather in Antarctica. It was the same temperature. And he tweeted out, Nebraska, are you guys okay? And Nebraska uh, tweeted back, no, we are not, Bill.
Oh,
It was like -27.
God knows it's not possible. But once we see a polar bear, that's it. It's over.
Like it was like -10 here. We're like 2 states over from Nebraska.
Paul Heyman trying to get it's happening. It's happening, sir. It's going to be a final four. It's going to be a final four way. Hey ALW, what's up, wise man? Are you feeling good, or at least better? He well, if he didn't interrupt the match, it would be a one-on-one match. That's unnecessary.
Y'all got Dairy Queens down there?
Oh yeah, I haven't had a blizzard or anything from there in a minute. When I say a minute, I mean 5 years plus.
I figured I'd ask. I know they're from my neck of the woods.
Yeah, we definitely have one. And they got some flavors that are appealing, but this not like once you have a Sonic it's like Sonic versus Dairy Queen for me. It's Sonic all day. If I want to shake, I'm going
Um,
Sonic.
Sonic wins when it comes to whipped cream.
Now I just said I haven't had Dairy Queen in a minute, but my regulation, I think Sonic's better.
That's also from my neck of the woods too. Sonic's from Oklahoma. Dairy Queen's from Illinois.
Hmm. Yeah. I wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind a little mini feud.
What are you fussing for? Fussing.
You didn't give no fish. That's why.
You ain't gonna get no fish. Crazy? I'm making
Yeah.
buffalo wings tomorrow. You ain't getting those either.
That's torture. Don't do that.
Hey, I gotta eat.
My friend had a well, they have them, but they don't live here anymore. They had a dog. They're like, do not feed the dog. I'm just like, sure, no. And it's just they're looking right at you. I'm just like this toss a little piece of fish, little piece of meat. And what are you doing? What are you doing? And he's so tall.
Oh, there's a set of videos that I quite enjoy. Uh, Randy Orton's voices in his head.
Mm, yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I used to do.
I, I I hate that I didn't think of that.
Or so you say music like, when you say videos, like what was it? What was the video about? Like it was
So they show clips of WWE of Randy Orton doing shit, and they're just commenting, like pretending to be the voices in his head. Do it, kick him in the face. Haha, good, good, kick him harder. Oh, that we might have went too far. Oh, we might have went too far. That's your boss. That's your boss, man.
oh let me guess that one. That's probably when he did. That's when he what you call it? RKO Vince or Shane.
He punted
Yeah,
Vince in the head.
Vince. Yeah, I was like something related to Vince. Yep.
I love how the voices egg him on, and then at the end they're just like, "Oh, we might have taken it too far."
Like I, and it just and it really is more so me relaxing and probably taking my time. But I want so badly to do one of those. What you call it? Compilation videos. Like some songs, I'm like, this would be great for wrestling. Like going back to last week, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Like I want Hello Danger. Oh, I want to put clips of Ricochet, like basically a cruiserweight division, and, and what's up Danger, like X Division style.
Yeah.
Like people just doing crazy flips. You can't stop me now. Yeah.
I can't believe they got rid of that.
What?
The
Yeah.
Cruiserweight Championship.
And honestly, in my mind, I thought, I call Dragon Lee's NXT North American Championship run the cruiserweight division. When he's to come on SmackDown and have a match, I'm like, okay, cruiserweight division, let's go. It was exactly that, and it was awesome. It was so good. Like, not sure if you probably you got to watch NXT, but I love LWO in the Dusty Cup. Yes. Oh gosh. All right. So, what just happened on SmackDown? We had a contract signing, but Roman is still not down for this for the 4-way. So Paul Heyman is still doing his best to not make it happen. So I believe everyone signed a contract except Roman, although I didn't see Randy sign it just yet. So there's that. It imploded into a brawl, and so the brawl was just LA Knight versus AJ Styles, and so the status is not quite yet on if they need to sign it or not. But I'm pretty sure at the end of the show we're gonna find out. But next up we have Hispanic Warfare LWO versus what is Legato's new team called?
Uh, they're LWO.
No, no, no. Legato like Santos' new
Yeah,
team.
yeah, they're LWO.
Are you playing with? Are you playing with? They're
They're
so
both LWO.
they
There's
didn't.
Latino World Order and there's Legato World Order.
Okay, okay, Legato World Order.
Okay.
Why you have to go around the corner? You knew what I was talking about. That is smart though. I like you like that. Legato World Order. Okay. But yeah, it's a 6-man tag coming up after the commercial breaks. Yeah. So that is the 4-way.
Yep.
Wise man. What
They
happened
had the
was
triple threat, but then Roman decided to wreck house and smash everybody. And well,
try to
Nick
punk
Aldis was just like, he earned himself a fatal 4-way then. Since we don't have a winner, everybody goes through.
like that. That's the story with Roman and Nick Aldis. He's trying to punk him like Paul Pierce, like Adam Pierce. But Nick Aldis, have you seen this? Have you seen this man? And unlike Adam Pierce, he has his last wrestling date was less than a year ago, or a year ago.
Not not like a not like a decade ago where it is with Pierce.
Yeah. So that's the story. Are you feeling better, wise man? You did not answer my question, sir. Because we do miss you. But just get 100% healthy.
Um, Thoughts on Seth Rollins?
So I just saw you put it in the Discord. Oddly enough, right? During the what you call it? Moment here. Oh, excuse me. After the I was watching Wrestle Talk, and they're talking to, and they're doing the one no, yeah, the 1, 2, 3 count, talking about all the best moments of Royal Rumble, and it was one of the best was John Cena in 2008, right?
Mm.
So it's like that torn pec was supposed to be a whole year. He came back in 4 months. I'm like, just give. So I'm like, with the Seth Rollins, just give him the John Cena shot. Just give him that little shot of cortisone. Let's get this popping.
Estimated time for that kind of injury is 6 to 12 weeks.
Mm,
Mania's in 11.
he's making it. He's making it. It's so many stories. John Cena, Naomi in 2017 of rehabilitating to get to WrestleMania. Yeah, he's making it.
But would they take the title off of him beforehand? If they do
That's
that, then he's not going to be the main event.
I don't want him to vacate it though.
That's what I'm saying. Would they have him vacate it?
I like in my mind. I don't know how you set it up, but could it go Royal Rumble? But Okay, because it goes Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, Mania. So you don't
They could
really
do an
have.
elimination chamber match for the vacant title.
Oh, because even so, ah, in my mind, right? As much as you want to prompt both titles, you don't need two title matches on a premium live event. So if I'm Triple H, I would make the Elimination Chamber. Okay, okay. You have Royal Rumble, right? Dang it. Okay. All right. I'm just speak words and just ride with me. In my mind, my first initial thought is Elimination Chamber. Whoever wins that, number one contender for Seth's title. But as I say that, you have Royal Rumble. And Royal Rumble is whoever wins gets to choose who they're going against for the title.
Mm-hmm.
But even in those two instances, you don't need Seth to have a title match for either pay-per-view, especially Elimination Chamber. So even though Roman's not scheduled to be at Elimination Chamber, I might throw a bonus at him and say, "Hey, bruh, Seth's hurt. We want him as of right now." And I guess in their minds, definitely right now on the table is Seth versus CM Punk. So yeah, throw money at Roman Reigns and say, "Hey, bruh, we need you at Elimination Chamber doing a match." It was supposed to be you versus Randy, but we thought Randy shouldn't take an L right now, so the 4-way. So you can have a one-on-one, so like 4-way at Royal Rumble, one-on-one Elimination Chamber if need be, and just let Seth heal up because you don't need Seth right. Like right now, right now the next title match would be him versus Drew again. And do we really want that again so soon?
See, I think it's gonna be Cody versus Drew at Mania.
And like putting the pieces in place, it probably could be. But like
And maybe the winner of that match faces Roman at Backlash.
mm, like it's more so. Even though Seth is trying not to be Roman and be a part timer, let Seth sit out and give Roman the bag and let him be at Elimination Chamber and let this stuff sit out until WrestleMania.
Like that's the thing is that when you keep on going and keep on going and keep on going, you're gonna get exhausted and you're gonna get hurt. Fatigue
Yes,
builds up in the body,
but
and it's not so bad if you're not the champion because like, all right, well, we'll bring you back as soon as you're back. But if you're a champion, then it's like, well, what do we do with you now? Because like we gotta have the championship on the show.
yeah, but in my mind, right? I don't like even though he's been a fighting champion, the matches have been fairly separate, like fairly evened out. It wasn't like he was wrestling every week. Maybe
Seth,
once a month. Yeah, I'm trying to think before I
he
my thoughts.
he was wrestling a lot on Raw. A lot of the main events have
Yes,
been Seth Rollins. Hell, a lot of the opening matches have been Seth Rollins, especially multi-men, especially in the lead up to Survivor Series with the Judgment Day.
I'm
Like,
trying. Refresh my memory because I'm really trying to think. I know he did like after Shin, right? It was Drew, but I don't think he's wrestled that. Like I don't think he's. And when I say a lot, I mean maybe like once a month. He's actually had a match, but it wasn't like it was every week.
how about Jey Uso?
He did like that was right after what you call it, War Games Survivor Series. Okay, and then they did yeah they did Seth versus Drew McIntyre again. But yeah, and then there was nothing really after that or anything like it, he had those two matches, and that was and Ginger and him versus Ginger was last week.
He's
What's up, Jared?
definitely the fighting champion.
Like definitely no one can disagree. Definitely more than Roman and even more than Gunther. But it wasn't like it was
Oh shoot!
what?
I went to check out how many matches he's been wrestling, and like three-quarters of this is all house shows.
Uh,
So
mm,
like he's wrestling when he's not even wrestling, you know.
TV. That. Ooh. Okay. Is it okay? Sorry. Side notes: LWO versus LWO. They just freaking lifted Joaquin and just landed him on Santos' knee. Sweet Jesus. Um. Uh,
He's
that makes
wrestling at least 3 times a week, and one week he wrestled 6 times.
mm, so. That's thank you. That's not necessary.
He wrestled December 26th, December 27th, December 28th, December 29th, December 30th, and then New Year's Day.
So here's another question I
He
had.
took New Year's Eve off.
Side note, right? So they didn't have any new episodes for Christmas or Christmas break, right? It was that Christmas. Smackdown and Raw was off, right? But you have these house. I don't understand specifically because you have these house shows, right? So why wouldn't you just show? Why wouldn't you just put a camera in front of one of these house shows if they weren't off? You know what I'm saying? They're still working. They just weren't on television. I don't understand why y'all were off. Like, what you think people was you think people wasn't gonna watch Raw or SmackDown during that week? Yes. No offense. Christmas is as exciting as New Year's Eve and Christmas morning. After that, it gets bored. Put something on television.
Like he's wrestling at least 3 times a week every week.
Mm. I mean, if you like it, right? You can't say you shouldn't, but it
But
don't.
like, how are you not gonna get exhausted? Like,
Man. And me and I ain't gonna say love hate. I haven't been to a house show since 1999.
I've never been to a house show.
I've been to one, and I've been to one, and this is why we never did it again. So backstory: my dad got tickets to WCW, right? And this is when it was still popping. It was still like nothing sucked. We didn't know what the difference was between a house show and Nitro, right? We didn't know. So it's like Tuesday, weird. And so it's like, are they taping it? Okay, whatever, cool. None of them crackheads were there. None of them. No Sting, no NWO, no Hogan, no freaking Goldberg, no Ric Flair, no DDP. The main event was the Steiner brothers and Booker T. No Disco Inferno. None of them crackheads were there. We were so mad, and never again. Like never again. And to go how burned we were. My next wrestling show that we've ever been to was 2009, Monday Night Raw.
Um, the last time he faced Dominic was on 11/24, so about Thanksgiving, and it was a
Okay.
tag match with Cody Rhodes and JD McDonough as well. However, basically every match since then has either been Shinsuke Nakamura or Drew McIntyre, most of which being Drew McIntyre. He wrestles Drew McIntyre like 20 times every month.
Ugh.
I mean, I can count it. I can count them up. I can count them up. I don't
No,
mind.
you don't like. You don't have to. I believe you. Uh
All right,
Nah, dude got hurt. As we're talking about.
here
You
we
talking
go.
about
December. Shinsuke not counting that. Shinsuke not counting that. Shinsuke not counting that. Jey Uso not counting that. Shinsuke. Shinsuke. All right, here we go. Drew. That started on the 12th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
yes,
10,
boy.
11, 12. 12 times. He's wrestled Drew McIntyre 12 times since December 12th.
That's insane. But I respect that though, cause you're not on television, but you're still getting the main event experience. I do respect that. I've never really. What? Oh Lord! Allegedly, what? What we got? Wait, what? What's going on? Allegedly, what I say?
No, you didn't say it. Dolores said it.
I need details. Don't leave me in the dirt. What's the allegedly for? I said yes, Boo. I can't. I can't stand that. Don't leave me in the dark. What's it allegedly for?
Yeah, his last match was with Jinder. That's where he got hurt.
Hmm. Wait, during the house show
But
or
no, it was on Raw.
it was on Raw? No, no. She said they're having fun online. So like, was it after while we're off the air or? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's what Dolores just said. She was whole thing. 5 of you saw online. They were having fun. He got hurt and you called Inferno in them. Oh, oh, no, no, no. Just, I mean, you can call them allegedly, but where was they at? What was they doing if they weren't handling their business on a house show? I don't know. You don't know. Oh, when I talk, I call them the alleged crackheads, the people who didn't make WCW show. But yeah, like you can't.
So Dolores is saying that they're not too wild and crazy at the house shows. So injuries,
They
like
shouldn't
they,
happen there. Yeah, yeah, like cause like, they're not doing crazy flips, but yeah, But
but
yeah, no,
still, you got to give your body time to rest.
yeah, but like. I'll say this, right? Nowadays, I would love to go to a Raw House show, just on the clips on YouTube. Like, uh, the probably the most favorited one was Dominic versus Seth, and Rhea was trying to get involved. This was like months ago, but she had like a thing of powder, and Seth had it spraying her eyes, and then he threw Dominic in her arms, and she did a DDT. She's like, "I got him, I got him," and she was flirting with Samantha. It was
Cody's going to be getting his Miro on.
his what?
His Miro on
What's a mirror? Oh.
because he's the best. He's the best man. He's the best.
That's insane, bruh. You don't know if that man is crazy. You don't know. But hey, I'm not
I
gonna
would,
lie.
I, I would have done it. The only problem is how you gonna make a speech about people you don't even know.
It's like
I do it though. I'd do it.
What? Like the joke would be like, let's say like this. This is what I said at my brother Dustin's wedding. I'm just gonna put your names in, and so it's like I know he probably wasn't his brother's best man, but so like he's like, oh, all right. Let's say he was. Let me think. QT Marshall's with mm, I'm just mm, I'm just saying, I didn't choose a side until that house show. I'm like, hey, all right, WWE better kick their behinds. I didn't want to choose, but I chose WWE now for life. I do not care. But yeah. Let's say he was QT Marshall's best man. He was like, this is for a different wedding, but I'm gonna put your names in here. You are the best man I ever known. When you and I started the Nightmare Factory, that
I
was
don't
going
like
to come
turtlenecks.
true, huh?
I don't like turtlenecks.
I had a phase in 2007, and not thought I was cute with a turtleneck, but I live in Florida, so there's really no need until like a couple
Like
months.
I'm seeing Tez with this turtleneck and jacket, and I'm just like, that does not work for me. No,
I mean, it doesn't look bad. What is it doesn't
it
look
doesn't
bad?
look bad, but that does not work for me.
What's not working? Instead of like instead of just having your bare chest out. So, so we're talking.
Talking about Barry Chester is pretty deadly.
Yeah, there's like they're not this. They've done a freaking long behind. They're still doing their entrances. They had like a couple of freaking what you call it promo videos. Like they just showed Street Business talking about what's his name, Karrion Cross and AOP. Like the match. Their opponents are just now coming out. Tyler Bate and probably Butch. Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne.
Maybe Pete Dunne. Maybe Pete Dunne. Yeah.
Wait. He's back! Oh, call the Bruiserweight! Let's go! Oh, he's back! Screw you, Butch! That's Pete Dunne! Let's go! Oh gosh! Oh
Right.
gosh! Oh gosh! Oh, he just I love Corey. Okay. When Corey's in his bag, I love him on commentary because he like screw lines, screw tribalism. That is Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight from finally. And the crowd knows who Pete Dunne is too. Oh gosh! Delete that. Delete that. He no longer Pete. Our Pete Dunne is back.
And edit. There we go.
No more Toby. That is Kunta Kinte. Yeah. And we just been. I wonder why it took so long. And well, the before this, like a couple of months ago, they're like the reason why they did a slow burn because what's his name? The Brawling Brutes were getting traction. They were getting over, but I guess you're not going to give them the tag team titles. Why are we stalling?
And it makes so much more sense him being with Tyler Bate given their history together.
Oh God. Okay, okay, deep breath. Yes. Ooh. As soon as he does this, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Ooh, the way he flopped off.
Where are they? Where is SmackDown right now?
I don't know. You want me to take a guess?
Sure.
Bridgeport.
Connecticut. That makes sense. And
I'm gonna check it out. I don't know for sure. I'm just taking a complete guess.
because like when it comes to NXT people and their original characters, it really depends on where they are to get the big reaction, right? And so for them to be like, yes, Pete Dunne, that's not oh, we're just gonna clap because he's back. No, that's people who know who Pete Dunne is, and they know the severity of him having his name back.
January 19th, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. Okay.
They're in Georgia. Let's go. Yep.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Bruiser, in the words of Corey Graves, the bruiser weight is back.
I'm gonna grab some food. I'll be right back.
Full unitard with the nice little fur on the side, long hair to the left, but how you gonna have that? Like, how you gonna have that long of a hair, but you don't have, but your personality is just stone cold. For me, two and two don't make four. Hang on a moment here. Well, it was in the banner. Um, yes and no. Like it's one of the things where you need to have in your back pocket, and they probably alluded to it last week, but we never have our TVs up loud enough to hear. So I didn't know. But yeah, as of right now, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate are facing pretty deadly. Yes. And Georgia gave me what I needed. They gave me the crowd reaction to the monumentous occasion. All right, that was a fast commercial. ALW. I would. Nothing's gonna beat Slapjack in T-Bar. Mace was okay. Mace wasn't that bad, but nothing's gonna beat Slapjack and T-Bar.
So, hate the name Slapjack, but love the name Slapnuts.
Because we're not putting so much. We know we're not putting so much stank on Slapnuts. Slapnuts is a comedy nickname. We're not saying that should be someone to threaten.
But
For
like, yeah, T-Bar was a pretty shit name. Like, that's a fucking ski lift.
I, 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 I. Don't like Mace was the only one that was like,
Like a medieval weapon and also self-defense pepper spray. Like, yeah, okay.
Mace was all right. Mace could have been based on wrestling abilities, it could have been all right. Yeah. Oh, come on, Bubble.
You remember when Brock put him through a table?
Who?
Mace,
Yeah, I do. That wasn't
back
because
when he was on commentary.
here's the thing, right? When he was on commentary, I had no clue who he was. So the whole build up of him being a wrestler, you put him through. I'm like, who is this man? Who is this man? Don't know why he's on commentary. Don't know who the clue. Don't know who the freak he is. Woo! Okay. I love Tyler Bate. He's great. I need him to get better trunks. Look at tidy whities on, and I'm not sure that's on purpose, but I need him to get some better trunks.
I hear him and Mansoor are doing the independents together.
But again, here's the thing, right? Because but you know what? I will say this: when there are maximum male models, as much as LA Knight didn't like it, them two were putting. I loved it. It was hilarious the way it should have been. Like it was one. He just did it. He just did the thing. He just did the thing. It was one time they were just behind doing a promo backstage, and Mace had his foot so high up on the wall doing lunges for no reason. So like,
The thing is that it worked and it worked well for everybody but LA Knight.
right, and in that
He
instant,
did his best with it. He did his
I
best
thought he
with
was
it.
great. I thought he was great. It's one of the things where it's like, oh, you didn't like it. You actually worked. You actually did a great job. You actually did. I actually was like, okay, we can let it roll for a minute before you back come at the LA Knight. But you gotta do what feels right to you. But unfortunately, Maxine was not for me. She wasn't. Although her being skinny and hot, she wasn't character wise. She wasn't ready to be the manager of maximum male models.
I wish that they would do something together and discuss that. Just LA Knight's backstage and Alpha Academy comes in and they address each other as brother and sister, some shit like that.
Like, look here, Chus, I don't know you. What are you talking about? You were at Thanksgiving dinner last year. Like, shut up. I'll tell you later. Really? Court of law, sir. Really?
Okay, so is it that his name is Max Dupree and he has this split identity where he thinks he's a dude called LA Knight? Like, what exactly is the gimmick?
If we're gonna write it out, um, I think we're gonna go with that, right? Because LA Knight, it could be a real name, or or more so his nickname, right? And then like, no. Okay, I'm gonna say Dupree is the fake name, and here's the joke. So he's like, we're brother and sister. Like, but it's you right, and so somewhere in there, they're like, why keep saying Maxine? Like, why keep saying Dupree? We're from freaking Kansas City. We are nowhere from Paris. Our freaking last name is like what's a funny way to say Dupree? Our last name is Duplex. You the one who changed it to Pre after you had one summer in French class. Something like that. Ooh. Nah, that's too skinny though.
I don't know what Renee's up to.
Renee who?
Renee Dupree.
I don't know, man. It'll be
We
nice.
only know two Renees.
It's been a minute since sorry, America sucks. Team Canada. It'd be nice if they had a group chat. All the Canadian wrestlers are in the group chat. Where you at right now? Have you gotten some Canadian bacon yet? Nah, brother. You know people don't eat that like that.
All of Bullet Club's in a group chat.
Are you joshing with me, or you think so?
No, they have a group chat.
Oh, that's hilarious! I love that.
Oh, I'm
Like,
trying to remember who I heard was invited to that group chat, and I was like, they don't belong. They don't belong. Like, yeah, they teamed up with fucking AJ Styles in WWE, but they don't belong.
that'd be hilarious. AJ and Omega and Adam Cole arguing who's the true leader. Oh, and Jay White. It was like,
Mm-mm,
I beat
mm-mm, mm-mm.
you. No, I beat you. I started it. I'm the best.
Bad Luck Fale and Gato are the leaders.
But I know now they are like, who's the true leaders? Like once and for all. If we're all paying for the tab, who sits at the head of the table?
Fale's the OG,
Mhm.
and Gato is the booker. They are the leaders. They might not be the leader on TV, but behind the scenes.
we rerun this. All right, give me a promo, cause I gotta go eat too. All right, yeah. All right, be right back. I gotta go eat too. The camera. There we go. Ah!
Why are you always begging me for food? You don't even like human food. Anytime I give you human food, you never eat it. Pretty Deadly is not happy. All right, finally starting up the KO show. How's everybody doing tonight?
Ooh, this from last. I know that's what he's talking about. No, no. Oh, I thought it was gonna be the other clip where he just pushed him out the way. I don't want him to be KO. I so don't. I really don't.
But he's gonna. Listen, I'm heavy in on the LA Knight train here. I think he wins the United States Championship at WrestleMania. And then at Money in the Bank, he wins the briefcase. When was the last time we had somebody holding the mid card championship and the Money in the Bank at the same time? A decade ago? I think LA Knight's gonna do it.
when did whoever who did that period?
Um, how's about RVD?
Really? Like I think LA Knight versus KO would be nice.
But only one person has won Money in the Bank while being the world champion.
I have no clue who.
The Miz.
When?
When?
And
When
yeah,
did
when was Miss?
Oh. Never mind. He was not the world champion. He was the United States champion.
But
It was
still,
2010.
bruh, I blocked so much stuff from 2010 out of my freaking mouth. Like honestly, after my baby retired, people talking about the year they stopped watching wrestling. That year was hard. I'm not sure if I completely stopped, but I think I took a break.
I didn't stop until Alberto became champ. And I was like, yeah, I'm good.
I'll say this: I took a break from paying for pay-per-views after uh the last pay-per-view I bought for $50 was Royal Rumble to I want to say 2011, and Alberto Del Rio won. And I'm like,
Like
are you? And no, but
that
here's the thing.
championship scene at the time, like you had Jack Swagger, Alberto Del Rio, CM Punk, Sheamus, John Cena, and Randy Orton.
But here's the thing, though, right? I'm not sure if we
And Mark Henry and Big Show.
no all of that. No, and here's the thing. That was when CM Punk was in charge of Lord have mercy. What was the group called? Not the core, the original
Nexus.
group, Nexus. And so it actually started out pretty well, but Super Cena came out and just beat up everybody, and it's like, what are we doing?
Oh, Mark Henry's House of Pain. That was what 2013.
I actually like that. Mark Henry as champ was a decent time for, in my opinion. Ooh, don't get shook, Roman. Don't get shook. Oh my! Oh, look at Roman's face. Solo said he'll handle it. Point blank. Period. Oh, party time! Party time!
House of Pain started 2011. 2013 is when it ended. Yeah.
Like the best. Well, he's had great matches, and like I said, I really did have a good time. But my favorite moment was when he did an interview with Booker T, and Booker T was like, what if you don't make it?" And so he's like, "You need to lower your tone, Booker." And it was just so cool and so smooth, and I'm like, "Ah." What you gonna do when we bring your food? Hello, Hassan. How are you, boo boo? Oh, go back. Nope. This will be his first title defense AEW, so which is like if I wanted to win predictions,
So it was 2011, huh?
what?
When Alberto won that title.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier than I thought. I was thinking it was 2013. That was 2011. The years, man, they're just
Flying by. I tried my best not to think about it. I
I'm
truly did.
2 years off. There was 2 years in that. There's 2 extra years in that time span. It's 2024 now.
Hmm. Oh no. As of right now, until we get to a proper good place, it's pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. Now, cause Dad, when did Logan win it? He won it. When did Logan win? When did Logan Paul win his belt in September?
Has it been that long?
I don't think it was Survivor Series.
No. But that's November.
I don't think it was in October either. Oh gosh,
Was it not October? You sure?
I don't think so.
When did Kyrie come back?
The Sands of Time. That
Yeah,
was
when did Kyrie come back?
yeah. That was a Saudi Arabia show.
Yeah. When was that?
Jewel. I want to say September. The
Man,
Sands
Kyrie's
of
been back that long?
right.
Where is the time going?
How do you spell this name?
That doesn't even seem real. It's been that long already.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so this says November 4th. Oh,
Okay.
um,
Okay. I feel like not having an existential crisis now.
yeah. So Logan Paul won the U.S. title. Yeah,
Because like if you were telling me November 4th was September, whew,
bruh.
I,
Mm. But you know what? Those Saudi shows are always, and they're gonna say during an awkward moment, but they really do mess up the timeline just a little bit. 'Cause I knew it wasn't String Rules, but I for darn sure knew it wasn't SummerSlam. So it's like, when was it?
after Fastlane,
It's like when the freak was when the freak was Fastlane.
September.
I'm
They did the Indy 500 deal with Becky Lynch, and
and I know that, but here like, oh no. What I do remember AOW is after he won, he was not on SmackDown. They did the implosion of LWO, which was yeah.
Hassan, who,
What is that?
who?
Baby, Mia Yim is not in this match. It's two Irish chicks versus the party girls.
Yeah, sorry that the Blasian baddie's not out here for this.
Now, damage control, which I'm going to assume you didn't. I'm going to assume that you know Miriam is not with damage control. They are in commentary, but they're not. But Miriam is not part of damage control. We're just going to leave
She
that
would fit
alone.
well though. She'd fit well.
We're going to leave that alone. Oh, yeah. I don't know what to do to rehype up. Like honestly, I would put Miriam back at NXT.
Her re-hype up is that AJ's back.
It should be, but okay, is AJ a bad guy or not? Cause like you still with this little funky little attitude, bro. Get over it.
He's a good man with a bad attitude.
Oh, Sammy, can you change the banner?
I can change the banner. I don't know if I can change the banter.
I would have wanted you to. Like what? Oh, like she just hit her in the face. Lord have mercy.
Thank you for reminding me about the banner. I always forget that.
Honestly, AOW said in the comments. I didn't know. I wouldn't pay attention to Jack.
No. Oh, come on. Can't you put the young talent over?
Dar, their young got hurt. Pop. Ooh, 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 ooh.
I mean, Kaylee Ray is older than me, but
I'm a little sad though. That was a short freaking match. And that was the first time. Was the first time Unholy Union had a match on SmackDown? I think it was.
yeah.
And it was so short.
There goes Fire Island. Back to their island. The island of irrelevancy.
No.
Kabuki Warriors dance battle.
I mean, logically, no offense. I love the Party Girls. I truly do. But give those belts back to Kyrie and Oscar, please.
I mean, I would have been down for Fire Island getting the titles and that being the match at Mania.
Mm. You know what? That's probably gonna be.
No, 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 no.
You know
If I'm
what?
fantasy booking, if I'm fantasy booking, I'm gonna book my fantasy. Alright?
What is your fantasy?
Kabuki Warriors versus Boss and Glow. Mania. Let's get it.
Mm. Mm. Okay, and that could work if. But here's the okay. The only hiccup is right when you just said that. I would love it because if Bailey was still in charge of damage control, because that would be her little tug of war of who are you, which side are you on now. But we want Bailey to face Io. So for that to happen, there has to be a breakup. So it's like it wouldn't work if Bailey's not in charge. Well, I don't say it wouldn't work, but it'll be better if Bailey was in charge of Damage Control. That's the only little hiccup. But yeah, them versus Boston Globe. Bailey, who are you gonna go against? Unholy Union isn't a bad name.
It's kind of trash.
Fire, okay, no offense to that, but Fire Island was ain't nothing but a barn, a quick trip across the barnyard to freaking what's his face to Muffet Treasure Island. That's what I hear when you say Fire Island. No offense.
You hear Treasure Island?
I hear Muppet Treasure Island. We're all going mad. I'm saying.
If it wasn't for me calling them Fire Island, I'd never remember that Kaylee Ray isn't called Kaylee Ray anymore.
Alba Fire. Now, see, Alba Fire isn't a bad name. Come, like, give her name back. It's like, yeah, you don't need to.
The only Alba I care about is Jessica.
She's over there being a billionaire for her freaking company.
What company?
The Honest Company. It's like her little version of Martha Stewart. Like they have juices and cleaning products.
Oh, yeah. That's a $1 billion company?
Is it only $1 million? I'm guessing. I don't know, but I'm assuming it's $1 billion.
Yeah, 262 million.
Okay, millionaire, but still, I ain't gotta go. I ain't gotta do action movie numbers.
She's not worth more than The Rock.
I mean that does make sense.
Is she worth more than Gwyneth Paltrow?
I don't know, because that whole Goop thing was popping back in the early 2010s. I want this to work so much.
Oh yeah, yeah, she's worth more than Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like Gwyneth Paltrow's net worth is almost as much as the Honest Company, but Jessica Alba also has more net worth than the Honest Company.
But here's the
Because
thing.
other stuff like
But
her net worth counts her house and her car and all that other nonsense.
But Gwyneth Paltrow, I want to say, like someone, she got a famous god daddy, and her net worth with all of the Iron Man movies, I would have thought she would make more than Jessica Alba with all her movie making money.
Gwyneth Paltrow's net worth is about the same as the Honest Company, but Jessica Alba's net worth is more than just the Honest Company.
Like, cause you say more. Cause cause you're telling me, just Gwyneth Paltrow, her Goop company with her movie money is still not as much as Jessica
The
Alba.
Honest Company.
That's crazy.
Company.
So like what? So besides the Honest Company and
it's about the same. It's about the same, but
still though, like in my mind.
If you take out the Honest Company, then yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow has more than Jessica Alba. But with the Honest Company, like,
But still, like, so, like, what else is who Jessica Alba married to? Because okay, in my mind, Gwyneth Paltrow has Goop and Marvel money, and she's
American film producer and assistant to Tim Story.
Tim. I love that. Tim Story's my man.
Yeah.
Wait.
So he's a film producer and he's the assistant to Tim Story.
Who is woman?
His name's Cash Warren. If you wanted to know his name, I was just looking up what he did. The two of them have a beautiful family. Look at all them babies.
Like, can you tell me what he does for a living though?
He's a film producer and the assistant to Tim Story.
See, and okay, I know who Tim Story is, right? He's the one who does Barbershop, and I want to say Fast and the Furious. That's Tim Story, and Gwyneth Paltrow. No offense. God.
Oh, if you're talking about net worth, yeah, his net worth is like 50 million. She's worth like 8 of him.
And Gwyneth Paltrow's Godfather is Steven Spielberg. That's why I'm still not computing this. Now,
Well,
granted, that's just her
that's
grind.
her godfather, not her daddy.
But still, like I'm just saying,
Like, is she getting that money when he dies?
maybe, but no, like her mother is the mother from Parent Trap. No, that's sorry, not Parent Trap. Meet the Parents. So I'm like, so I'm sorry. Someone got to break this down for me. And she was married to the dude from what's the face?
So without the Honest Company, Jessica Alba would be worth less than 150 million. But with the Honest Company, she's worth like 400 million.
Okay. So maybe I need to ask this: how much is Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop company? There we go.
Goop? Goop?
Yeah.
You want to know about Goop? Not Gwyneth Paltrow total.
Yeah, give me Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop money.
Okay, now I don't know what's going on. Because the Goop net worth is Gwyneth Paltrow's net worth.
Thank you. Okay.
So are you telling me she don't have money outside of Goop? Did she invest everything into Goop?
And we know that's not true because of the Marvel money, the Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, and a little bit of Spider-Man and Endgame. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Some don't make sense. The math ain't mathing.
The math. Does she not have complete ownership of Goop?
I believe so. Let me talk about some of my vagina. I better have the top minority of the freaking group. Yeah, okay. Now you see now you see what my brain is computing what you're saying.
In that case, is it the same way with Jessica Alba? Like, is your company not involved in your net worth?
And that's the whole thing because she's an actress and the honest company. That's what I'm saying. The math thing, kids don't believe what the internet says because it's not cute.
All right. Elon Musk net worth 227. Tesla.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Let's
Net worth.
because we know it ain't all his money is not all in Tesla.
Yeah. Okay, Tesla's worth more.
Okay, but he did, but that's okay.
So if I don't know.
I like that's why I want you to understand when you kept saying, I'm like, I know what you're saying, but if you're telling me her Goop company and Marvel is still less than, no offense to Jessica Alba, but all she did was the TV series, a couple of movies, and
Well, if the honest company's not involved in her net worth, that's a lot of money.
like I ain't saying she broke. I'm just saying I know
Like,
how much Gwyneth Paltrow's making besides Goop.
well, what I'm saying is that if the honest company isn't part of Jessica Alba's net worth, like that's a lot of money.
Oh no, no, I'm saying hey, if that, let me get on the ground floor 5 years later with only $20 and let me keep my stock. But I'm like, gosh, my brain hurts now. Oh, okay. They're trying to snack. I need juice. I need water. They're trying to stack up Smackdown next week. We're gonna finally get Street Business versus the Final Testament of AOP and Karrion Cross. Austin Theory
But
versus Carmelo. Okay, okay.
how is it that the honest company and Goop are worth about the same?
Well,
I figured honest would get so much more sales because of like what they sell. I mean, there's baby products and household products. Meanwhile, Gwyneth Paltrow's selling you a candle that smells like tuna.
it's all about. That's what I'm saying. It's all about how you started up, and like I said, I read. You know, when you got rich parents, I guess yeah. Your
Yeah.
investment
Oh,
into making a startup is less dangerous than if you help. Yeah, I want to explain myself better. The investment is less risky. There you go. If you have money than if you don't. Ooh, okay. It's gonna be shenanigans, but we're getting AJ versus LA Knight right now. Let's go. TNA, TNA.
I mean, also like for those nepo babies, like there's two kinds. Well, no, there's three kinds. You know, there's the kind that if they're given $10 million, it'll last them a year. There's the kind of they'll get $10 million and it'll last their lifetime. And there's the kind of they'll get $10 million and they will turn it into billions.
That part. Like, like it's an inspiring story, but a story that pisses me off. The dude who made the
Because it's like, well, I imagine I could do quite a bit if I had $10 million to work with as well.
exactly, exactly. Like the dude, what's his face, who made the GoPro camera? He was rich and he didn't want to go to college, so took a year off. So he went surfing and he was like, "Man, I wish I had a camera that could be on my surfboard. I could make videos." And that's how the GoPro camera was invented. And that's another $1 million to stack on your inheritance. Like, shut up! I didn't hear this from you.
One of the wildest things to me is that the Ring doorbell camera was on Shark Tank and none of the sharks bit.
I was having this conversation with my dad last month. I'm like, how did okay? in all seriousness, right? How did these people get rich? Cause it wasn't just doorbell that they passed on. It was now it's in Sephora. It's thing called Lip Bar, other than but lipsticks for women, and they passed on that. But now it's in every Sephora in the it every Sephora in the freaking North America. So it's like, will y'all be passing on stuff? What, like
What is
how are
Sephora?
we? So for you don't have a girl.
Mm-mm.
So for I say that I'm not teasing. Sephora is by far the biggest makeup store ever. Like it has beauty products galore. In it they have stores by themselves, but then they're also in Target and JC Penney.
My sisters went to Sally.
Hey, Sally's still bomb, but yeah, Sephora's it's been out for a minute. I want to say maybe 5 to 10 years. But yeah, that's how like every November they're having their beauty month sale.
I think my town's not big enough, so we never had one of them. I think that's the
Mhm.
deal.
Like like I said, the first Sephora I went to and I probably will still go to is in JC Penney. Like they just had a Sephora by
You know, We,
themselves.
we we got a JC Penney, but I haven't been in that thing in like 20 years.
Oh, oh, JC Penney still rocks.
Oh, I had to go there for pants when I was a teenager.
Mm, mm.
But
Uh,
now that I'm an adult, I can fit into jeans a bit better.
t- if need be, we go in there for my niece's uniforms if need be. Now let's see if they have a sale. Let's see if we can snag some sales up in here.
Like, how do I say this? Growing up, pants were, oh, well, I had a couple pairs I'd call my nutty buddies.
It bees like that though. It bees like
Like,
that.
I got a bit more dump than most people.
Tit.
So, like, certain jean companies weren't made to fit me.
Mm.
But at
I
JCPenney's, I could find jeans of other brands that were less common that, oh, all right, more
I'm
got a
still
little bit more wiggle room in these. All right, this works.
mhm. So cause I know what the frick are we doing?
Those pants could store my junk.
Like that's Lane Bryant to me, right? Because I got junk, but I don't have hips. So uh the pants are like it's like why like I if y'all can y'all just stick to the stuff that I have, please? And I go to Lane Bryant. It's like thank you. I just need a waist. I will not do I will not do elastic waistbands. I will not do that. Like thank you. I got curve, but just in the back. Uh,
Fatal five way, fatal five way.
I wasn't even thinking about that because, like I said,
Do it, do it, Aldis. Do it, Nick Aldis. If he wants to get himself involved, he can be involved.
come on, Solo. Because, like I said, Roman has not signed that contract yet, and I don't think Randy has either. So there is room for alterations.
I'm gonna go on break, take care of
Oh,
my trash and everything.
yeah.
Go pee.
What was in there?
Key lime pie. I just finished it.
Ah, ah, ah.
Edwards from the grocery store.
Nice. Oh, I wanted. Oh, I wanted to cook. All right, just go. Just go. My Edwards pie of choice is Hershey's or cookies and cream. Can't go wrong with either one. You can't. But for now, I'll just have a Reese's with Reese's Puffs inside, little minis. Okay. So, surprise, surprise, LA Knight versus AJ in the disqualification. Why? Because Solo and Jimmy, more so Solo, beat them up because Solo said it. He was like, "I'll take care of everything." Said two down, one to go. Randy, get out here. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know how the boss do a 5-way, but I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it at all. Thank you all for coming. We really do appreciate it. We try to build our brand like from the ground up. Hello, Mr. Louise. How are you? Thank you for coming. I'm sure this is your first time. This is my first time seeing your name. Hope you're having a good old time with us. The party will not stop at 10 o'clock. It's just gonna move to TNA. Sorry, TNA. TNT AEW Rampage, baby. Okay, that's interesting. We going hard. We going hard. I just had a thought in my mind, and they bet not. Solo better not take Roman Reigns' place and then make this number one contenders match. That's not right. That just came to my mind, and that is not right. They better not do that. All right. When Sammy comes back, he'll change the banter. We are now going to get Randy versus Solo Sequoia. I knew Randy wasn't short, but I don't know, like why he towering over people like that? All right, Solo starting with some chest slaps. Okay. Ooh, manga style hip attack. Let's go. All right, Randy, doing a comeback. Oh, there was what. Randy was gonna toss Solo into the announcement table, but Solo blocked it, tossed him to the ring stairs. Nick Aldis is out there with a contract. Right, but dad, go it, ninjas! You just got back from
You
commercial.
think Umaga when you see that?
When he does the hip to the corner, yeah,
Hmm.
he
I see his
did.
daddy.
I want to say Mama did it right. He used to do a hip attack to
Well,
the corner.
yeah, he
Okay,
did it too, but I see his daddy do it.
like well, his daddy never went that fast in the corner. It usually was a stink face when he was in yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. But yeah, what do you think? What I just said? I hope they don't do it, but I think they're going to do it. What if instead a four-way match with Roman, they add Solo and it's a number one contenders match?
No,
I don't like it.
I think they do a fatal five way.
I would love that.
Why would you do a number one contenders match at the Rumble?
Well, what's the face?
Well, I
Well,
guess you do have one more episode of SmackDown before the Rumble.
cause like I said, if they're what's the face? What you call it? If they are going to move a Roman match from Royal Rumble to Elimination Chamber just because Seth is hurt, ugh.
What? Why would they do that?
Well, what I was saying earlier, right? You really don't need a Seth title match at either pay per view, right? So to preserve Seth until WrestleMania, right? You can just let him sit down and let Roman's title match be the main event of one of them, right? And
Well, the Royal Rumble is going to be the main event of the Royal Rumble, right?
exactly. So you don't need a title match for that. And honestly, you don't need a title match for either one. Because Royal Rumble is about
Well,
who wins Royal Rumble, and Elimination Chamber is about who wins Elimination Chamber. So honestly, you don't need a title match for either one. But if you want the premium champion to be one of these, what you call it, one of
when
these,
we get in the Rock, when we get in the Rock,
I don't know, like, are you think they're lying to us when they say that Roman's not going to Elimination Chamber? Because that really is Butters. They say that Roman's not scheduled for Elimination Chamber, and I still don't. Not gonna say get it, but it's like really
hmm.
this big stadium, and was it even a question or a discussion? Okay. Vintage Randy Orton, DDT off the ring ropes. He's in control. Jim is back. Oh, so it's LA Knight. Oh, Jimmy. Oh,
Oh, there goes Jimmy.
mm, Lord have mercy. Just a night of quick matches. We got 5 more minutes, people.
Whew.
No, no, don't put salt through the table. No.
And the streak continues.
I think you're ahead of me. So Knight,
Where are
stop
you?
it. All right, so Knight just hit AJ Styles. Randy just hit RKO on LA Knight.
Oh, you're ahead of me.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so what do you mean when you said it continues?
Solo lost again.
Oh, that's insane. Cause they're like
He hasn't won a match since John Cena.
John Cena put him over. Did he? Ooh. All right, what are you watching right now? What are you seeing? What you seeing?
Uh, Randy RKO'd. Oh, Roman's in. Superman punch.
All right, but okay.
Atlanta, acknowledge me. And it's also in the Atlanta colors, so kudos to that.
I will say this. I loves me a good sweatshirt. So this new merch, I like it. I like it. I know, a t-shirt's a good t-shirt, but you put it a nice little hoodie. Come on, man.
Roman,
Oh,
you gotta read the fine print before you sign that.
I
You don't
mean,
know what that contract says.
yeah. You gonna stop disrespecting Nick like this? Ugh.
You don't know what Nick wrote down on that.
He's getting caught. He's getting caught. He's getting caught.
Treating him like he's Adam Pierce or something.
Come on. Can you hear my Can you hear my TV?
No.
All right, cool. Bet. All right, so assuming that Roman wins this match, right? Are any of these people going to be in the Elimination Chamber?
I think that's gonna be Raw.
Just you don't think you don't think they're going to be one per show, one for Raw and one for SmackDown?
No.
No, I mean that usually happens, right?
I think that the women's elimination chamber will be SmackDown.
So what are they going to do for Raw?
Men's.
I mean, mm, so you don't, so you think SmackDown's not going to have any besides the women, no men match for Elimination Chamber?
Um, AJ Styles versus LA Knight.
It's not big enough, but all right.
I mean, we'll also have the Hurt Profits versus Karrion Cross and his goons.
That's next week.
I think we're going to be getting a rematch at the Elimination Chamber, don't you think?
I don't know if it's worth it. That's just
You
me.
think maybe they'll do singles or
They even think
maybe
even
just a tag?
But even singles, who really wants to see more so Karrion Cross versus Bobby Lashley? I'm fully okay with seeing Bobby Lashley.
Because I don't think they're gonna save that for WrestleMania.
Definitely not. But mm, like I said, Elimination Chambers in Australia, so I'm thinking premium huge matches. But yeah, Randy Orton, Arcade Old, Roman, everyone has signed the contract. It is now official, and we are officially moving from SmackDown to Rampage, baby. Bah, bah, bah.
I can find it.
My
Space Jam 2, Blade.
I ain't
There
watched,
we go. TNT.
which I'm not gonna do it with my childhood. Have you seen SummerSlam, Space Jam 2?
No?
I have it, and I'm not going to. I'm not. I haven't heard good things at all from it. I haven't. Space Jam 1 was so good.
Yeah, it was.
Love Joe. All right, I'm almost there. What's up? I gotta take the long way. TNT. TNT. TNT.
Oh, I think Shaq was having a conversation about who the GOAT in basketball is.
Of
Because
course.
somebody was coming at him with it being LeBron, and he was like, "It's not LeBron.
No. No.
It's like it's Jordan or it's Kobe. Like
It's
it's
very
either one of them.
and
Like make your
honestly
pick."
Kobe's legacy, I'm not gonna say been slept on, but I think Kobe is closer to Jordan than LeBron is. No offense.
Yeah, like you can make the argument for Kobe.
Yeah, but LeBron, he's lost. I'm sorry, you've lost too many times in the finals. So no. Okay, they're singing the song. They're not booing. They're not booing Jericho. Okay.
Well, he's not a heel right now. I mean,
Well,
give him 3 months, but right now he's not a heel.
more so because of the outside of wrestling situation during Christmas weekend. Of two grown behind men not celebrating with their families that actually wanted to be on Twitter.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't? Okay, so on Twitter, Jericho was talking about how he was there for Brawl Out. He saw everything, and one of the lawyers for I want to say AEW was like, "Dude, do you not know anything about NDA?" And so, and like this was back again Christmas Day. It was back and forth on Twitter. Jericho was like, "I haven't signed an NDA in my life," and literally the dude lawyer came back and was like, it's in your contract or the bylaws of AEW. And then again, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then dude wanted to take a shot at Jericho. Was it the lawyer or someone else? Come on here. And then it got to a place where someone accused Jericho of basically about to be getting me too'd by because he had an incident with a wrestler and no name forgiven, but he was like, I wonder how many people signed an NDA because of what you did backstage. And then everyone got up in arms, and then the story came out about him and a wrestler named Kylie Ray. Not the Irish chick, but it was an indie wrestler.
Yeah, I know her.
And about it was an incident between her and Jericho.
I heard
And
the incident about her and a news journalist person. I didn't.
so the news journalist person made a suggestion that basically Jericho assaulted Kylie Ray, and Kylie Ray just hearted it. And then everyone got up and then everyone, and so for the past beginning of January, everyone believed the suspicions. There's no proof, but everyone believed the suspicions, and they were booing. If you watched what was earlier World's End, that's how they were booing Jericho. And that's why during Homecoming they didn't they basically they kept playing his song so he wouldn't get booed. But yeah, it was a whole thing for like a full couple of weeks. And then the we call it the news station that insinuated this, they backpedaled and they're like, we started this rumor basically, and we didn't mean for it to get this much traction. We're sorry. It's like, are you serious right now? You don't play with stuff like that.
What has Kylie said?
She didn't say anything. She just hearted a comment that the publisher, like either someone said something about Jericho and NDAs and she hearted it, or something about Jericho. And then basically the story about them two was I don't even know, but it was something involving her being in a closet. It wasn't a technically sexual assault, but I got to write your AEW ramble, but basically, yeah, uh, they're in a confrontation. She she hid in a closet and something on the Jericho cruise. It was so weird. It sounded so weird. Uh, all right,
It's hard for me to make an opinion when not all the evidence is out there. To
and that was basically AEW Ramble. That was basically their thing. They're like, put it was just suspicion on top of right now going back to wrestling. Jericho needs to sit down, and not even just for the outside stuff. My personal opinion, him versus him and Omega being a tag team, it wasn't it. It wasn't it. And I'm not gonna say thank God, but I'm kind of glad that the rumor spread widely, because for a split second, it felt like they were gonna let Sammy and Jericho beat Ricky and Big Bill, and that was not like, I don't think that was it either. I'm like, no, no. So like right now, Chris Jericho don't have direction. So it's like, let's just sit down, regroup until you get your next character. You know, it's okay. Take a break. Take a break. All right. So Chris Jericho is in charge of Matt Sydal. Just some kind of not F5, but he just spun him out of the ring. Maybe I don't know. Hassan, baby, baby, I don't know why you chose Backside Dale. Even on his best day, I don't think he's beating Jericho.
I got a weird question.
Okay.
Has a female celebrity ever gotten canceled for cheating on her husband?
Okay. It's not a weird question. I'm gonna say no though,
Mm.
because number one, I'm not gonna say we're smarter, but we're a
Better at
little
not getting caught.
we're a little bit smoother of handling that situation. I'll say that.
Also, like with women, it feels like when they're cheating, they're looking to get out.
They're like, yeah, it's not. It's very rare that this hunk of beef thinks I'm attractive. That's why I'm a cheat. It's more so everything's not what I want to be at home. I ain't saying like some people actually do that. Some females be like, oh, you're better looking than my husband. I'm a cheat. But 7 out of 10 times, that's not the case of why we cheat. It's, we as women, not me.
Well, a lot of dudes like everything can be like perfect at home, and like they'll still cheat.
The number one person that is like, bruh, are you serious? Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm like, you cheated on your wife with the maid, and no offense to the maid, but the maid, your wife, looks better than the maid. So what the freak was y'all horny behind doing?
I thought you were gonna say Jay Z.
Yeah, I don't know who Becky. I don't
She
know.
is Beyonce.
Hey, 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 hey. Now that was more so his ego than cheating on Beyonce, which happens a lot, unfortunately.
What is up with all the male celebrities sleeping with the maids and the nannies?
I mean,
Like,
well,
yeah, she cleans your house. Yeah, she raises your kids. Like, you don't gotta sleep with her.
now, to the beginning of time, nannies and maids have always been trouble in a household, but at least they were cute when they show. I, I don't want to go. I don't want to
Keep
go
going.
this
Keep
way.
going.
I'ma just say Arnold Schwarzenegger's maid did not look better than the wife. If you're going to cheat on me, at least let her look better than me. So I can say, okay, I kind of get it. You was tempted. I'm like, why was you tempted? Why was you tempted? Get the
Oh,
motion in here.
you just remind me of a clip of a TV show that I saw.
What?
Oh, husband and wife are getting into it. He cheated, and she's like, Is she younger than me? No. Is she thinner than me? No. Is she prettier than me? No. Well, why? Why'd you do it? And she treats me nice.
See. That's when we all just go up in the flames. I'm gonna just say that.
Right.
That's when someone is unalived.
I don't remember what show that was, but
Ugh. Cause it ain't like you wasn't handling your business by yourself before I came along, so you really couldn't do that after if I'm busy. I'm, and it's legit busy. It's not I'm fooling around just twiddling my fingers. No, I'm legit busy. Ooh,
Whoo!
that Hurricane
Off
Run
the
was
top.
smooth, wasn't it? Oh, I haven't seen Jericho hit a Hurricane Run like that in a minute.
Yeah.
That was smooth.
Jericho didn't wrestle his age tonight.
And that might be because he was going against Matt Sydal. He's like, all right, I will turn it up 2 more notches.
Gotta do it for the St. Louis boy.
Tick. All right, that was decent. A decent 15 minutes. All right. But I'm gonna need him to officially end this feud. I need Takeshita to beat up Jericho, and we finally get Takeshita where we need him to be, either TNT champion or international champion or something. Speak of, speak of the devil.
I mean, it'd have to be international.
Yeah, yeah. Unless unless Chris Christian Cage drops it. I'm not even sure who he drops it to that Takeshita can
But if
win
you give me
off
the
of.
choice between Takeshita and Osprey, I'm going with Osprey.
Mm.
Like as much as I like the Orange Cassidy Takeshita match that they had before, where Takeshita lost
Yeah,
and was not able to win the international title,
yeah.
like getting a Forbidden Door rematch of Orange Cassidy and Osprey, that gets my move.
Mm. Like 2 weeks ago, and it was 3 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was Darby versus Takeshita. It was like a revelation of, yeah, Takeshita was up and coming because he was so good. Why did it change? Why did it stop? What are we doing? I know Omega's hurt. That's the primary reason. But I thought the program was he beats Omega, he gets upper in the card, and basically we get him into the main event spot.
Sean Ross Sapp tweeted, "My heart goes out to everyone at Sports Illustrated."
Oh gosh, why? Oh gosh, what is
I,
that? That don't sound good.
the comments are all saying "end of an era, end of an era."
Oh god. Oh god. What is? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. You said Sports Illustrated?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to load, but it's just showing
Oh.
buffering
Okay. Okay. Okay.
again.
I mean, it's bad, but it wasn't where my mind went to. It says massive layoffs.
Massive layoffs. Ugh.
It's like, no offense, when you say my heart goes out, I mean, like, for in my mind, someone died. And I'm like, oh no 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 no, what happened? What happened? What happened? Like, okay, massive. Like, it's still not good. People losing their jobs, but it's not death. That's death.
But it's like it's magazines. Like Gen Z don't buy magazines. Gen Alpha don't buy magazines.
Like,
Millennials barely buy magazines.
let me breathe for a minute because I really thought it was like, oh my god, who died? But let's talk about it now.
Like
And
there's not enough Gen X around to buy up Sports Illustrated. I'm sorry, there's just not.
and then let's call a spade a spade. Why was Sports Illustrated famous? For the swimsuit issue. And no offense,
Ah,
but that it's so. But I think with that and Victoria's Secret, I don't say a new era, but a new way of thinking has emerged to those types of things are not as popular anymore. Like you,
Well, Victoria's Secret, aren't they going back to their previous direction?
I don't know what the freak going on with Victoria's Secret. At one point, they
Like,
were like,
I
"Go
heard that they were trying to be like more inclusive, and like it was like not helping them at all. So I thought I heard that they were going back.
well, like number one, what, when? I think the only thing I heard that was close to that was Ashley Graham was like, "Let me help, let me help you with this," but I don't think they really, what you call it, they really didn't go all in with that notion. They're just like, we'll go throw a little money at it and see what happens. Wait, there you go. It was a 3 week push, not a actual push to that. So it's like, it didn't work. Like you didn't really try.
Didn't they get like a trans woman and a woman with Down syndrome?
I didn't see that.
Well, I thought I heard that they did those things.
Uh, Maybe, but again, I think it was like, okay, like I said, I think it was a 3 week push. They did one show, and because it didn't get the traction you thought it did, like it's just not working because you didn't really, no one believed you. No one believed you. It was one show, and you did it because Rihanna, Savage X Fenty was kicking your behinds. That's why you really did it. Even though they don't have my bra size, so I can't wear Fenty either. It's like, no offense, until you get to Double J, you ain't helping me. You're not helping me, either company. All right, back to wrestling. I know you can't call. I have Penta on my screen versus Anthony. What is that? Henry?
The dude from Lululemon, like he went the complete opposite approach. He was like, people complain about our product, but we don't tell you to buy a product that's not your size.
Stupid. Just stupid.
Well, like the thing is that like some women like the really small tight because it like shows all the details of their legs. I don't want to say the thing.
I will help you out. Um, it kind of was like, what's his name? Because like, if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. I want to say, what's his name? Was it Ralph Lauren? Either Ralph Lauren. Know it before I say anything. Was Ralph Lauren the one on Oprah? Thank you. So, like Tommy Hilfiger, right? A lot of my people was buying their jeans. This is the 90s, right? He gonna go on Oprah and be like, these weren't meant for you. You keep buying them, but they were meant for you. Oh, we'll keep buying them? Bet. And we never bought them at all. And it's like, how dumb are you? Or okay, not dumb, but the arrogance of it all. Like, some people do have pride. Some people do have a little integrity. Heck no, I'm not gonna keep buying your stuff. You say some dumb crap like that about them by your size.
Well, I think the issue with Lululemon though was that like people were purposefully buying a smaller size than what they wear so that it fits tighter and snugger and shapes and everything. Like you had to be like, that's not what it's intended for. You're stretching the material. It will deteriorate.
Mm,
Like the product will not last if you're buying a size too small. Like yes, you can put them on, but they will be destroyed.
Okay, so let me look because usually my peoples, my fluffy community, we sometimes you need some friends, but other times I need my size. Lou limits. Let me see sizes. What sizes do you really go up to? Because before you go off of my peoples. What sizes do you have Lululemon?
Well, they're also like athletic wear, so they probably don't go too high,
Eggs.
I would imagine.
So
The
okay.
thing is that people wear athletic wear for for like watching
Oh,
Netflix.
athleisure. It's a term, athleisure. Okay, so
Like,
I, I will say this real quick. Of course, Penta won his match because he's Penta. It should
oh,
always be
ooh,
Penta.
I forgot to change the banner.
Like that was a short match though. I think like less
Hmm.
than 5 minutes. It's Penta. It should always be Penta. If you know that your company is popular and and more people want to buy your stuff, extend the sizes. It's 4 more sizes out. That's all. It's not hard at all. What the
Like,
frick is wrong? What the?
like I got some athletic underwear that's a little tight on me that I'll wear when I go work out. But like, I fully expect that if I bust out of the seams of that's on me, and it's not the fault of the company. Like, I understand what I'm wearing is a little tight, and I'm
But
doing
unlike
athletic shit.
unlike you, I'm pretty sure they have your size to go up. Do they have the sizes of plus size to go up and it fits better? I think so.
If I'm doing aerobic exercise, I don't want to be jostling my jimmies. That's all I'm saying.
Right. So not sure what exactly just went down, but Rui was about to rock old girl. What's her name? The new girl in Riot Squad. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with her man, but I'm not 100% sure. It was a backstage segment. It was a backstage segment. Is this really going to be a thing? I I want more Stokely on my television, but I need it to be right. You know what I'm saying? I need it to be a good fit.
I I assume Stokely is looking to have Statlander take on Athena.
But why does he hate Athena though? I haven't seen Ring of Honor, and I know that he is the general manager, so I'm not sure. So, ooh, Queen Amanata, let's go. I don't like. Here's the thing. I don't know where to put her because I do want her to shine, but I don't. With any new person, it's hard to know what to do with them. But this chick looks like a star, right?
Oh, I bought a new water bottle.
What was wrong your old one?
It broke at the top, so like when I'd pop it open, I'd have to physically hold it open. It just didn't stay open anymore.
Uh, I have like it's so
Plus,
many
I
bottles.
got a bigger size too. I'll go grab it.
Okay. Alright. So we have Queen Aminata versus Chris. Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander. Sweet Jesus, come on. On my mouth. Like I said,
Mm, I gotta
the
cook
cooking was
those.
great. Ooh, that looks sturdy and good. Yeah, I like it.
So
Okay.
pops up.
How many times do you go to the gym?
Not enough.
How many, Mr. Skinny?
Less with it being freezing cold. I work out at home.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right. So more so, how many times are you working out?
Oh, probably every day.
Mm, so you definitely need that.
I mean, at the very least, I'll lift some free weights or do some mountain climbers or something.
I am on a 14-day challenge, and I'm trying my darnest to stay with it. I don't like to quit, and I want to
Everyone watching at
more.
home, I swear by mountain climbers. Do them. Do them every day. Enjoy them. I do 50 at a time.
Mm,
That's both sides, not 25 each. I do 50 and 50 left and 50 right. So I count both sides as one, not each side as one.
mm, nah.
But if mountain climbers are too much, you can start off with planks until you feel comfortable doing mountain climbers.
Planks are hard too. Ooh,
Well, mountain climbers is a plank where you're lifting your knees up.
I'm like, and well, more so, right? Because I'm on the floor a lot, but my wrist is. I think I should get it checked out because it didn't hurt, but I'm doing a booty challenge basically. I'm working on my butt, and so I'm doing a whole lot of donkey kicks and fire hydrants, which means I have to lean more on my wrist, and it's uncomfortable. It's like it's not undoable. It's not. I can still do them, but it's very uncomfortable. It's like like I said, I want to finish.
Um, for me, like my arms are good and my calves are good. The rest still needs work.
Like
I mean, at least with my thighs, they're mostly muscle, but like they're still a little bit chunky too.
like I'm always gonna be fluffy, but like some things make me subconscious. Like if I see a second chin coming in, I'm like, nope. I rebuke you, Satan. Uh, if I see a little bit of flab going over my elbows, like, nope, I rebuke you. No, that's what we need to get. Like, we're gonna get back at it. We're gonna get back at
Yeah, you can't just put on a goatee like me.
it. You don't. I don't. Man, you shave that. I don't see any sign of a second chin, darling. I don't.
If I go like this, you do.
I mean, well, like, I think with everyone, that's not a good. That's not, like sometimes, like some people who do selfies, I'm like, just roll your like don't. 'Cause I know you're doing like you have your camera up and you think you're trying to fit your face in. Like no, the camera has your face. Just roll your arms, just roll your shoulders back and relax your neck. You don't have to fit your face into the camera.
I took a picture with my niece one day, and I did that. Took an underneath picture, and like she just gave me
Yeah,
the dirtiest look, and I snapped that picture of me smiling and her giving me a dirty look.
like
She was
no,
like, "Why are you taking a picture like that?"
and it's one of them things where you don't know until you know. It's like, oh, that is not a good
Oh,
angle.
I did it intentionally.
Oh,
I have older sisters. I understand. I did it intentionally.
punk. Um, All right. ALW. What you call it? Is Queen Aminata versus Chris Statlander. Well, they stopped doing picture in picture. Now it's just full on commercial. Ugh.
You know, I'd weigh less if I wasn't such a good cook.
You know what? You know what? You know what? You and Dolores, okay? Because you know the hard name to say. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it close enough, not to the outskirts. You know, the Queen. It's Chris Statlander versus the Queen. Okay? Hush.
I thought you said it right. How'd you say it?
Thank you, Aminata. Don't be teasing me like that. Like, but like what you said, in a perfect world, I heard one was like 5 days out of the week eat healthy, and then 2 days the weekend is your cheat meal. In a perfect world,
I mean,
yes.
same thing with exercise. Like I broke my body working every day of the week. Now I'm not supposed to lift more than 15 pounds on my right side. Like,
No,
gotta
no matter what,
chill.
no matter what, you gotta stretch. You gotta stretch. No matter like stretching helps with the recovery and everything. You gotta stretch.
Well, I think a specific workout is what did it to my shoulder. Because like I couldn't lift my arm up for a week after.
Oh. AEW. You really don't know who Queen Aminata is? She's been on Dynamite
Dark.
and Rampage for three. I want to say 3 times now. Like
She was a regular on Dark.
regular and dark. She was what's her name? Mariah May's debut match, and it was crazy because they're like Queen Aminata is getting a lot of offense, like more than people thought she would, and she looks great. So it was like you could sign her too, and they did.
When the showcase for your new talent becomes a showcase for your next talent.
Like it really is a testament of when you have an opportunity, take it. Whether 2 minutes or 5 minutes, take it. You don't know who's watching.
America was watching.
But of course, you know what you see on your TV. Sammy, I don't want to spoil anything.
We have a winner.
Yeah, of course it's Chris Statlander. But again, great outing for Aminata.
I am so pale, my tattoo doesn't even show up.
I mean, okay, no, I think it's close. I think it's too close to the light. That's what I think is going on.
I just realized that.
Like,
It's like,
take it off take it off the middle. All right, now I can see it. Now I can see it. Yeah, it's too close to the light. I don't know if
you can only see the tip.
pause.
That's crazy. There we go. You can start seeing it now. That's wild.
There we go. There we go. That's an arrow? Oh,
Yeah,
that's nice.
I'm planning on getting more, but one day, not today.
Yeah, yeah, ALW. I've only seen her 3 times on AEW, but I love her. I'm already in love. Don't know what to do with her just yet, but I just want her to shine.
I am excited for tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
I'm making hot wings.
Whew. That sounds good though. Mm.
And in a week, we got the Royal Rumble.
I'm so like I just saw like they had some people view AW AW was what you call it was letting I'm having a brain fart. I'm so sorry. Number one, Team Slat Nuts seems like they're imploding. I don't know how I feel about that. I want Jay Lethal to be in a better position, but I'm not sure if I want Team Slat Nuts to end. Fast forward. Yeah, I was watching AEW. No, sorry. I watched WWE, and they were having wrestlers watch the 2023 Royal Rumble, the women's one. I remember that last year, and it was so good. And rewatching it with the wrestlers, yeah, I'm like that was yeah, like the women's never fully sucked. I think the only one that was probably the worst was 2020, 2022, and that's when they were doing so many freaking layoffs that they forgot the Royal Rumble was coming, and they just packed it with a bunch of old people that anybody care about. Well, I didn't care about. No offense,
And NXT people, too, that had never been on TV.
but
Well,
I
they had
think
been on NXT, but they hadn't been on main
they
roster
weren't
ever.
they weren't big enough to handle that. But yeah, besides 2022, I think I've enjoyed all the women Royal Rumbles. Like they've never sucked for me. But 2023 was so good. It was so good. It definitely was.
Especially the winner.
It was like the final like it was so perfect. Uh I won't say console back. Asuka coming out as a closer version of Kana, like and even Nia Jax coming in number 30. I actually that was actually a nice moment too. And then, of course Rhea wins. And she just gives that little sexy torture wave to the Royal Rumble sign. I'm like, it was darn near perfect. I will say that. And like I would love for them to do the men's. Cause I'm pretty sure the men's didn't suck either. But it was just they don't say hindrance, but the question of if Sammy was going to be in there or not kind of did uh they were smart. They had Cody come in number 30, so all those doubts were gone. Like
Shout out to Snoop Dogg for saving WrestleMania with the world's worst rock bottom.
it it's like sometimes when you don't want to sit down, God will make you sit down. If you don't
And
want
we
to,
never
God will do
seen
it for
Shane McMahon ever again.
cause I think cause that moment on top of them being talked with him actually winning the Royal Rumble 2022, it was like, sir, is this a midlife crisis? What are you doing?
Aren't you a little old for a midlife crisis?
I don't like did you really think you could be the WWE champion? And it actually makes sense to I, it
Well, I don't know. From what we hear about the McMahons, 50s might be midlife for them.
might be. I don't know. Okay, in my mind, I kind of want Stokely to turn on Chris it'd actually be Willow's manager. I think that would be a better fit. That's just me. But here's our main event, and I am excited for this. Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy.
Are you ready for Sting's retirement? I know you weren't ready for his AEW debut.
I wasn't. I will say I am mad because Homecoming
E-
was
Every day you were watching AEW first, and then Winter is coming
no,
along. You're like, I'll watch it second.
no, no, no. It was it literally every Wednesday was a coin flip of what I was gonna watch first. It was literally every Wednesday. I'm like, some was AEW, some was NXT, and I'm not like for me, both shows were hot and both shows deserved that first spot. And for some reason, I was like, let me do NXT first that day. And stupid YouTube, social media can't keep your mouth shut. But
Everybody was a buzz.
but you know how legendary you are when even okay, I watched at 3 o'clock in the morning and I still got a pop. I knew it was coming, but I still got a pop. Like, oh my god, he's actually here. But yeah, Homecoming Dynamite was in my neck of the woods, and I am so mad that I didn't go because I'm broke. And I'm like, I gotta stop being broke because I really wanted to see Sting before he retired. And you know what? I got 2 months. Maybe some things can happen, but yeah. Going back to what I said on Smackdown, and no one was there for the WCW house show.
So you never got to see Sting in the ring in person? I mean, I've never gotten to see a Sting match, but I've been at a show where Sting is there.
No.
Mm,
Oh, what happened?
we're back.
Oh, okay. But no,
He
I,
went down to the ring and beat people up with his bat.
I've gotten nothing, and I'm so, and even with and it was like this how I know God's my friend, right? The 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 first wrestling show we saw in 2009 from 10 years later, right? Chris Jericho was there. Ric Flair was there, and it was like, you know what? I'm gonna like, even though they're not gonna wrestle, I'm gonna make up for you not be able to see them in 1999. So it really was that feeling of, oh my god, they're here, they're here. We saw Chris Jericho, we saw Ric Flair. Okay, I'm a little happy. I'm good. I'm good. And so I was like,
So
he's the only one on the list.
Darby went to the top rope and jumped off and landed on Jeff. And part of me was like, yeah, how's it feel? How's it feel, huh?
What's wrong with you, Jeff? Why we killing stuff? I just heard you. Yeah.
Like Jeff's been doing that to everybody for over 20 years. So
And let's be honest. The past 2 years, that's one time bomb has not been smooth. I feel like that haven't taken the wind out of some people's guts. Let's call a spade a spade. But okay, Mister Jeff is working a little bit hill right now. Come on, Jeff.
the boots Jeff is wearing don't seem like things you should wrestle in.
Cause it's so close, like they're boots, but they're so close to his freaking, what you call it, his pants leg. Yeah. Oh my God! What are we doing? This isn't no disqualification, is it?
Ooh.
I really want to see Darby's X-rays. I really do. Cause you can't tell me they don't like freaking Batman's. They're like, well, this black matter is where your freaking vertebrae used to be. There's no. Like, all right, we can all agree, right, that Jeff Hardy, the whole argument of I'm mad at our position. Well, baby, that's your fault. But this match, it should have been a collision. It should, like, as much as we love Rampage because it's our first and forever love. This should have been a collision.
You gotta remember live show. Like you're there on Wednesday, you watch Dynamite. They want you to stay around for Rampage. You gotta dangle a carrot in front of them. This is the main event of Rampage. Don't leave. You'll want to watch this match. And Darby's real big. Like when I went to watch Dynamite, Darby was the main event of Rampage.
Well, like, I'm trying to think. No, like Kofi versus I want to call him Young Boy, but that's his name. Will Yuta was all right, but besides those two matches, what have they said? What have they really gave us a Rampage match that's worth staying if you're there for the whole show live?
I think Rampages are typically pretty good. Like we review them every week. Like we don't have the audio on, but
Like they're
the main
decent.
event is usually pretty damn good.
I'm trying to think. Like I said, it was Will Yuta and um Eddie Kingston. It's this one. And then, like, but for the past couple of months, it's been women. I ain't saying the women are wrong, but I'm just saying worth stay for a Wednesday night, and you want me to stay until 12 o'clock in the morning. Was the main event worth it? For me, no. And then, okay, and I'll give you Penta and Uno Dos Tres versus Top Flight and Action Andretti. Besides those three matches, no.
Like last week's main event was Dark Order versus JAS. Like the opener was way better than the main event.
Yeah. I'm talking main event. From if you want me to stay for the full show, the full live show until midnight. Like, yeah, that main event is here.
But they were also doing like the Brody Lee appreciation stuff. So
Again, though, like in my mind, you already did two appreciation matches before Dark, and yeah, Dark Order should have been on Dynamite in my opinion, but
instead of putting them on Dynamite, they made them the main event of Rampage. I think that's how Tony usually sees it. But yeah, the Wheeler Yuta, Eddie Kingston, like.
that was worth it. That was worth it.
But no, that was the opener. That wasn't the main event.
Like, okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. For people who have a job and have to be up in the morning, that you want me to stay until 12 o'clock at night because that's how long this live show is. No.
Whoa. Why is it 12 o'clock for you?
Well,
Oh,
so
to like drive home.
exactly. It's like it ended at 11, 30-minute ride home. I'm saying for the whole show. Well, I guess like because before they got rid of Dark Elevation and Dark, it was they were doing those matches Dynamite and Rampage. And so for those 4 matches, it would be until Total
Oh,
Comes.
well, they did Dark and Elevation before Dynamite,
Yeah. So I guess now it
which
would probably
pissed
be.
me off when I went because like I was like buying like snacks and stuff, and then I heard it starting up, and I'm like, it's starting already. Dark is starting already. Well, what match is it? And then I find out what match is going on, and I'm like, oh, you're shitting me. Forget the snacks. Forget the snacks. We gotta go.
So I'm not sure if I told the story, but I'll tell it again because I like it. Again, my neck of the woods, WrestleMania 2017, right? It was in Orlando, and so my family went. And even though they didn't advertise it, I had a feeling because this is when the Hardys were doing Broken Hardys, but their last match on TNA felt so weird. It was a time warp where they were traveling through time, and Rosemary and Crazy Steve and the third one just came out of the time travel with the belts. I'm like, that's weird. And I'm like, wait, hold up. Are they not with TNA anymore? And then I'm like, are they gonna come? This is my own personal conversation. I'm like, are they gonna come to WrestleMania? And so fast forward, right? WrestleMania. It's a tag match, right? For some reason, because they always, I'm sorry, my dad always do this. Go get snacks what you need. I'm like, all right, fine. So me and my niece are in the snack aisle, right? And and like usually they have monitors in in the hallway, but they don't have any monitors. So I'm just hearing. So you hear New Day was like it's gonna be a third team in this tag team match. But who? And then I hear the music. And for me, I really didn't know what the Hardy's Boy like the Hardy's Boys theme music wasn't really like it wasn't Steve Austin's Shattered Glass, right? So the music's playing. I think it took me 5 seconds to realize it was them. I
Mm.
I grabbed my niece's arm and I'm hauling it back to my seat and it's like I knew it! I knew it! I know probably one of the best moments. The best moments of my wrestling life.
Um, so the match that they had started off with, that like I was just like, oh, you're shitting me. I gotta go. Was It was Serena Deeb and Mercedes Martinez versus
Mm-hmm.
2D Lynn and Heather Reckless.
That's a decent match. That's a decent match. That's
2D.
and like I'll get snack. Like okay, for friends and family.
2D is St. Louis's Sky Blue. Okay,
Okay, I get you. But yeah,
like Chicago went crazy over Sky Blue. St. Louis, we got 2D.
what was I say?
When NWA did their pay-per-view in St. Louis, 75, they did
Mhm.
a Rumble to face their women's champion the next day, and Tootie won the Rumble in St. Louis and got to
Mm.
face the champion the following day.
What is wrong with you people? No. But yeah, did you go by yourself or were you with friends?
Oh, I went with a buddy.
Okay, for buddies and friends who are not exactly wrestling fans, can y'all go, can y'all go get the snacks? Like you know you're not 100% into this like your wrestling friend. So can you go get the snacks so we don't miss anything? That be pissing me off. I'm like, you know I'm the fan. You know you're doing it. Like you bought the tickets for me. So y'all go get the snacks. Jesus, Jeff, stop going through tables. What are we doing? I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, eh, this should have been on Collision. Ooh, interesting. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Hassan, you were right. Mr. Darby Allen won, but the plot thickens. He was trying to give a sign of respect to Jeff Hardy, and Jeff Hardy left him hanging. Hopefully they build up to. Hopefully they build this up. Hopefully they build this up.
All right.
All right, boys and girls, this is the end of Friday Night Fights. We are so happy that you are here. This is our schedule, but we are a wrestling YouTube show, so card is subject to change because hey, life be lifing. But as of right now, we have Monday Seeing Stars with the fabulous Miss Dolores and the suave and savvy J News talking about New Japan Wrestling and Stardom. On Tuesday, we had the cookout where we're cooking things up and talking about what's happening going on with wrestling with the whole workhorse wrestling team. On Wednesday, we have All for Naught with Slim and Sammy Joe and the Wise Man ALW talking about Monday Night Raw in NXT. Thursday, we have Aftermath of Dynamite, where we have yours truly, the Anarchy Queen, Anika, and the Wise Man ALW talking about Dynamite and some things of in reviewing the week of AEW if we seem fit. On Friday, as you were here tonight, we have Friday Night Fights with Slamming Sammy Joe and Anika Wilson as your host of Friday Night Smackdown, Rampage, and a little bit of chaos. Saturday morning, we have Under the Radar with the beautiful Miss CM and ALW talking about MLW, TNA, and all things indie wrestling if we deem fit. And then Saturday night is alright with Black Girl Magic. We have the beautiful Dolores, the delicious CM, and your Anarchy Queen Anika doing a watch along of AEW Collision. And then we end Sunday with Enter the Square Circle with Slammin' Sammy, Joe, and your wife man ALW duking it out in the world of gaming with tournaments and all things wrestling if they deem fit.
We'll get back into the loop of things, like taking it step by step, like
we're still shaking off ring rust. We're still shaking off ring rust, but we're getting ready. We're getting prime time ready.
I don't see the outro button. Did the outro button get deleted? Oh, there it is. I found it. Never mind.
Okay. See,
Uh,
this look we in with a little bit of chaos, just a little bit.
so I assume I'm going to be available the following weeks. We'll be going out of town the week after the Rumble, like um, February 4th to the 11th. So
Okay.
we shall see. I assume I'll be available, but like I'm not going to be home, so I'd have to be coming at you from out of town.
You know, again, card subject to change, but either way, we got you, and we got all of you.
Which one you look at? Well, I don't think there's much else to say, so peace.